The countdown is on for Jingar Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, as they prepare to welcome their third child into the world. Fans of the Duggar family have been following Jingar's journey with much anticipation, especially after the birth of their two daughters, Felicity and Evangeline. Now, with baby number 3 on the way, the couple has shared glimpses of their preparations, including the nursery that will soon welcome their newest family member. However, some fans have raised concerns about one particular aspect of the nursery design that could pose a safety hazard. On February 13th, Jingar Duggar, the sixth-born child of Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar, took to her YouTube channel to reveal the nursery for their baby boy. The video, which has quickly garnered attention from fans, offers a glimpse into the intimate process of preparing for their son's arrival. It also shines a light on the couple's approach to parenting, their living space, and the expectations surrounding their family dynamics. Hey, everyone! I'm so excited to share the latest updates about the Duggar family right here on my channel. If you're interested in staying up to date with all the latest news and insights, please consider subscribing to my channel.
Your support means so much to me.
Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment below with your thoughts or any questions you might have. I love hearing from you all. Thank you so much for your support. In the video, Jingar excitedly discusses her plans for the nursery, giving viewers an exclusive look at the space where her baby boy will sleep and grow. As she walks through the room, viewers can see that the nursery is still in the process of being put together. However, a few key details stand out. The only major furniture pieces in the room are a dark green crib, a rocking chair, a changing table that was gifted to the couple for their first child, and a small stand with a lamp. Jingar notes that she is throwing in some stuff into the room to get the nursery organized. This casual, yet excited tone conveys the anticipation and joy of preparing for a new baby. While the minimalist approach to the nursery might seem refreshing to some, it is also telling of the Duggar family's lifestyle and approach to parenting. As fans of the Duggar family will know, Jingar's parents, Michelle and Jim Bob, raised their children in a home that valued simplicity and practicality. The minimalist approach to the nursery suggests that Jingar is continuing in this tradition while still giving her son a space that is personal and meaningful. One of the focal points of the nursery revealed by Jingar is the dark green crib. The crib, a central feature in any baby's nursery, is an important element for both safety and style. However, the dark green hue of the crib has raised some questions among fans, who have pointed out that it may not be the best choice for a baby's sleep space. Cribs are subject to strict safety regulations, and many experts recommend that parents avoid using furniture with sharp edges or paint that may contain harmful chemicals. While the dark green color may be aesthetically pleasing and unique, some fans have voiced concerns that it could be a sign of poor judgment when it comes to choosing safe products for the baby. Some fans have noted that brightly colored or darkly painted cribs could have potential safety hazards, especially when it comes to the type of paint used on the furniture. As Jingar Duggar has been known to share her parenting choices with her followers, it's no surprise that they would take notice of such an important detail. Moreover, the crib's location near the changing table and other pieces of furniture could pose a safety risk, as the tight proximity may not allow for proper airflow or room for the baby to move around safely. In previous seasons of Counting On, fans were quick to point out that Jingar and her family have a penchant for making careful, calculated decisions when it comes to baby items, so it's curious to see why such a design might be introduced. The nursery also features a rocking chair, which is a staple in many parents' nurseries. Rocking chairs are often used for soothing babies to sleep, feeding sessions, and bonding moments between parents and their children. This choice likely reflects Jingar and Jeremy's desire to create a calm and comfortable environment for their baby. Rocking chairs are not only functional but can also add a sense of warmth and familiarity to a room, which is especially important for new parents who will spend long hours caring for their newborn. The changing table, a gift from the couple's first child, Felicity, adds a sentimental touch to the nursery. This piece of furniture has likely been used for their previous children, and reusing it for their third baby is a beautiful reminder of the family's growth and the love they have for their children. While the changing table's reuse is a practical decision, it also signifies the family's commitment to sustainability and making use of what they already have. However, while sentimental, some fans have raised concerns about the safety and functionality of older furniture. Over the years, safety standards for baby furniture have evolved, and there may be concerns about whether older pieces still meet current safety regulations. In particular, some fans have questioned whether the changing table's design poses any risk to the baby's safety, especially in terms of stability and structure. While Jingar Duggar's fans have generally been supportive of her choices as a mother, many have expressed concern over the safety of certain aspects of the nursery. One of the most significant concerns centers around the crib, as mentioned earlier. As cribs are one of the most important pieces of furniture in a baby's room, parents often go to great lengths to ensure that they meet all current safety standards. Fans have speculated that the dark color of the crib might suggest the use of low-quality paint or materials that could be harmful to the baby. Additionally, the proximity of the crib to the changing table and other furniture has raised concerns about the room's layout. Safety experts often advise that parents ensure that their baby's nursery is free of potential hazards, such as sharp edges, furniture that could tip over, and other items that might pose a choking hazard. Some fans have questioned whether the nursery's design takes these factors into account, suggesting that there may need to be a reassessment of the room's layout to ensure the baby's safety. Jingar has always been transparent with her followers, and it is clear that she values the opinions of her fans. As such, it is possible that she will take these concerns into consideration as she continues to prepare for her baby's arrival. It is important to note, however, that Jingar and Jeremy are experienced parents, and they have likely taken every necessary step to ensure the safety of their children, even if some fans may not agree with certain choices. One of the most fascinating aspects of Jingar Duggar's reveal of her baby's nursery is the role that social media plays in shaping her parenting decisions. In recent years, influencers and public figures have become increasingly open about sharing their lives, including their parenting journeys. For Jingar, social media has allowed her to share intimate moments with her followers while also receiving feedback and advice from fans and experts alike. While social media can be a powerful tool for connection, it can also amplify concerns and criticisms. Fans may feel that they have a personal stake in the Duggar family's lives, and this sense of ownership can lead to heightened scrutiny of every decision made by the couple. It is important to recognize that while Jingar and Jeremy may choose to share aspects of their lives online, they are still entitled to make decisions based on what they believe is best for their family. That being said, it is clear that fans care deeply about the safety and well-being of Jingar's children. Many of the concerns raised in response to the nursery reveal are rooted in a genuine desire to ensure that the baby is as safe as possible. This speaks to the bond that Jingar shares with her fans, who have followed her journey since the early days of 19 kids and counting on. Jingar Duggar's approach to parenting has evolved over the years, and it reflects both her personal values and the influence of her upbringing within the Duggar family. Growing up in a family with 18 siblings, Jingar learned the importance of family togetherness, simplicity, and practicality. These values are evident in her parenting style, as she and Jeremy choose to prioritize a minimalist and hands-on approach to raising their children. Jingar has also been open about her desire to foster independence and confidence in her children. As her family grows, she has expressed her commitment to creating a loving, supportive environment for her kids, while still allowing them the freedom to explore and learn on their own. This balance between structure and independence is an essential part of her parenting philosophy. As Jingar prepares for the arrival of her third child, it's clear that she is embracing both the challenges and joys of motherhood. From selecting the nursery furniture to making decisions about her children's upbringing, Jingar continues to share her journey with fans who have supported her throughout the years. While concerns over safety hazards may arise, it's important to remember that every parent must navigate these challenges in their own way, with the goal of providing the best possible environment for their children. Jingar Duggar's reveal of her baby boy's nursery has sparked a mixture of excitement and concern among her fans. While the nursery's minimalist design is a reflection of her family's values, it has also raised important questions about the safety of certain choices, particularly regarding the crib and furniture layout. Fans have expressed their concerns, but it's clear that Jingar and Jeremy are experienced parents who are doing their best to create a loving and safe environment for their growing family. Ultimately, Jingar's journey as a mother is one that is shaped by her own experiences, her family's values, and the feedback of her loyal followers. As she prepares to welcome her third child, fans will undoubtedly continue to offer their support, advice, and encouragement. Jingar Duggar Vuolo, the sixth-born child of the Duggar family, has become one of the most vocal and reflective members of the family when it comes to addressing her upbringing. Recently, during an episode of her and her husband Jeremy Vuolo's podcast, the Jingar and Jeremy podcast, Jingar responded to a listener's question that touched on a sensitive topic: her parents' decision to raise her and her siblings within the controversial Institute of Basic Life Principles, IBLP. The IBLP, founded by Bill Gothard, has long been the subject of criticism due to its authoritarian approach to Christian teachings and its strict rules for behavior. The organization's influence on the Duggar family has been a significant part of their public story, particularly in 19 Kids and Counting On, two reality TV shows that chronicled their daily lives. For many years, the Duggars adhered to the IBLP's teachings, which included gender roles, homeschooling, modesty, and an emphasis on submission to authority. However, as Jingar has grown older and carved her own path, she has distanced herself from some of the teachings she was raised with. While her journey of spiritual and personal growth has been both public and nuanced, Jingar has expressed that she does not harbor anger or resentment toward her parents for their decisions. Instead, she chose to defend them, highlighting that they did what they believed was best at the time. Her words shed light on the complexity of her relationship with her upbringing, faith, and family. Hey, everyone! I'm so excited to share the latest updates about the Duggar family right here on my channel. If you're interested in staying up to date with all the latest news and insights, please consider subscribing to my channel. Your support means so much to me. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment below with your thoughts or any questions you might have. I love hearing from you all. Thank you so much for your support. The question posed to Jingar during the podcast episode came from a listener who was curious about her feelings toward the IBLP and her parents' involvement in the organization. In response, Jeremy read the listener's question aloud, which asked whether Jingar harbored any anger or resentment toward Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar for raising her under the strict principles of the IBLP. Jingar's answer was thoughtful and revealing, as she explained that she did not hold ill feelings toward her parents. "I'm not mad at my parents," Jingar stated. "They did what they thought was best for us." She elaborated that many parents who adhered to the IBLP's teachings, including her own, believed they were providing their children with the best possible upbringing in alignment with their faith. This perspective offers insight into the mindset that many families within the IBLP community held, believing that strict adherence to these principles was a way to ensure moral and spiritual success. Jingar acknowledged that her parents' decisions, though controversial and often criticized, were made with love and the intent to protect their children. She also noted that many parents who followed the IBLP's teachings were genuinely trying to give their children a foundation in faith and a sense of discipline. This response highlights the tension between Jingar's understanding of her parents' good intentions and her own personal experiences with the teachings of the IBLP. The Institute of Basic Life Principles, IBLP, is a Christian organization that emphasizes a strict and conservative interpretation of biblical teachings. Founded by Bill Gothard in the 1960s, the IBLP has become notorious for its rigid rules regarding every aspect of life, from family dynamics and modesty to education and social behavior. Among its core tenets is the belief in strict gender roles, with women being expected to submit to their husbands and men taking on leadership roles within the family. The IBLP also promotes the concept of character training, which focuses on moral purity and obedience to authority. The group's teachings have been criticized for being authoritarian and for promoting unhealthy dynamics within families, particularly when it comes to the treatment of women and children. These teachings have been linked to a number of controversies, including accusations of abuse and spiritual manipulation. For the Duggar family, the IBLP played a central role in shaping their lifestyle and beliefs. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, like many other families involved with the organization, raised their children according to the strict guidelines set out by the IBLP. This included homeschooling their children, enforcing modest dress codes, and promoting a worldview that emphasized traditional gender roles and the submission of women to male authority. Duggar's involvement with the IBLP was a major part of their public identity, particularly during the years they were featured on their reality TV shows. The Duggars were often portrayed as the epitome of a traditional, conservative Christian family, and their adherence to the IBLP's teachings was showcased as part of their lifestyle. However, as time has passed, some of the Duggar children, including Jingar, have distanced themselves from the IBLP and its teachings. This shift has been a source of both support and criticism from fans and followers, with some praising the Duggars for questioning the harmful aspects of the IBLP, while others have expressed disappointment at what they perceive as a departure from the family's original values. Jingar Duggar's journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth has been an ongoing process, and her podcast response reflects her maturity in navigating the complexities of her upbringing. While Jingar has distanced herself from the IBLP's teachings in many ways, she has also been open about the challenges of reconciling her upbringing with her current beliefs. One of the key themes in Jingar's journey is the tension between honoring her parents' love and intentions while also seeking her own path in life. Jingar has been candid about her desire to make choices that align with her own values, rather than simply following the rules and expectations set by the IBLP. Her decision to marry Jeremy Vuolo and move away from the family's home in Arkansas was a significant step in asserting her independence. Jingar's decision to embrace a more progressive Christian faith, one that values individual freedom and personal growth, has been a topic of discussion among fans and followers. This shift has not been without its challenges, as it often means challenging the values and teachings she was raised with. However, Jingar has consistently emphasized that her decision to move away from the IBLP's rigid structure is a reflection of her personal growth and desire for a healthier, more balanced approach to faith. As Jingar and Jeremy have built their life together, they have also sought to create a family environment that is less constrained by the strict rules of the IBLP. They have made decisions about their children's upbringing that reflect their desire for a more open and flexible approach to faith, one that encourages critical thinking and personal exploration. Jingar's defense of her parents on the podcast reveals the complexity of parent-child relationships, especially in the context of a strict religious upbringing. While many children raised in the IBLP have openly criticized the organization and their parents' involvement in it, Jingar's response shows a deep sense of understanding and empathy for her parents' actions. It is not uncommon for children of conservative religious families to experience a sense of conflict as they grow older and begin to form their own beliefs. This is especially true for individuals like Jingar, who have been raised in a community where questioning authority and tradition is often discouraged. For Jingar, it seems that her decision to distance herself from the IBLP's teachings is not rooted in anger, but in a desire to find her own path and make decisions based on her own experiences and convictions. At the same time, Jingar's acknowledgement that her parents did their best to raise their children with love and faith highlights the importance of compassion and forgiveness in family dynamics. While Jingar may disagree with some of the choices her parents made, she is able to recognize their good intentions and the love they had for their family. This perspective speaks to the complexity of parental relationships, especially when children begin to assert their independence and challenge the beliefs they were raised with. As a public figure, Jingar's evolution has been closely watched by fans and critics alike. The Duggar family's transition from reality TV stars to social media influencers has been marked by Jingar's growing openness about her personal life, faith, and values. While Jingar has maintained a degree of privacy, she has also shared aspects of her journey with her followers, including her departure from the IBLP's teachings and her desire to create a more balanced and independent life for herself and her family. Jingar's podcast has become a platform for her to share her thoughts on a wide range of topics, including faith, family, and relationships. Her willingness to engage with her audience in a candid and thoughtful manner has earned her a loyal following, and many fans appreciate her vulnerability and authenticity. At the same time, Jingar's decision to step away from the family's traditional values has sparked debate, with some fans expressing disappointment or concern over her choices. Despite the differing opinions, Jingar has remained steadfast in her belief that she is making the right decisions for her family. Her commitment to her husband, Jeremy, and their children is evident in the way she speaks about her life and her values. As she continues to navigate the complexities of her upbringing and faith, Jingar's journey serves as a reminder that personal growth is often a messy and nonlinear process, one that requires introspection, courage, and a willingness to embrace change. Jingar Duggar Vuolo's recent remarks about her parents' involvement in the Institute of Basic Life Principles, IBLP, highlight the complexity of growing up in a strict religious environment and the challenges of reconciling one's upbringing with personal beliefs. Jingar's defense of Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, acknowledging that they did what they thought was best, reflects a mature and empathetic understanding of her parents' actions. At the same time, Jingar's journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth has led her to distance herself from some of the teachings she was raised with, as she seeks to create a life and faith that align with her own values. While Jingar's path may be different from the one she was raised on, her ability to honor her parents while forging her own way shows the importance of compassion, growth, and the freedom to make choices based on one's own convictions. As Jingar and Jeremy continue to share their lives with their audience, it is clear that their journey is one of exploration, understanding, and love, both for each other and for their family.